The Resident Evil franchise has certainly hit a bit of a bump with Resident Evil 6. Numerous fans complained the game had too much action and lacked the survival horror element. With Resident Evil Revelations, Capcom hopes to fix that by showing that there's still some horror left in this walking corpse.
What's that sound?
Resident Evil Revelations takes place before Resident Evil 5. Jill is sent to investigate a mysterious abandoned ship called the Queen Zenobia. On board, she hopes to find her lost partner Chris Redfield and discover the secret plans of a bioterrorist organization named Veltro. Expect lots of plot twists and a story that fills some gaps in the Resident Evil timeline. While the story is good, the execution is a bit poor as the game stumbles on bad writing and cheesy dialogue. It's not unbearable, although characters like Grinder and Jackass can be incredibly lame.
I hate snow! Snow hates you.
It just lacks quality and makes the overall story feel ridiculous. The pacing is also hindered as the game will occasionally jump from one character to the other and at different time periods. One moment you're on board a creepy ship, next thing you know you're on a snowy mountain. It's convoluting at times and just overall kills the build-up. Revelations is an HD upgrade from the 3DS version. While the difference is obvious, it's by no means a AAA looking HD title. Low-res textures and low polygons show clear signs that this was ported from a 3DS game. That's not to say that it doesn't have atmosphere. The lighting and creepy hallways all create a horror experience that stays true to the Resident Evil formula. Just don't expect it to look as good as Resident Evil 5. The gameplay has also been tweaked. Gone are the annoying QTEs which plagued Resident Evil 6, and instead we're given something a lot simpler. The FPS view in the 3DS version has also been replaced with a third-person camera view similar to Resident Evil 6. Puzzles also make their grand return, but are still nowhere near as challenging as the original classics. One thing that did bother me though was the dodging. While the explanation appears simple, it just doesn't seem to register with me all the time. This wouldn't be a problem, but some bosses require you to dodge, which can cause some frustrating moments. In typical Resident Evil fashion, ammo is limited, so every bullet counts, but on the upside you can use a scanner to find hidden herbs and ammo. Weapons can also be upgraded to help customize your guns and give them features such as extra ammo capacity, increased damage, and accuracy. Beating the campaign will unlock a new Game Plus feature, allowing you to start a new game with all your current experience and weapons. One feature that will make you want to come back is Raid Mode. Its survival multiplayer co-op mode is all based on leveling up and winning points. These points can be used to purchase weapons, upgrades, and customizations, which will make your character stronger to face new maps. Sadly, I wasn't able to test the online mode, and the lack of split screen is sad. But regardless, the challenging maps and enemies make Raid Mode still fun to play, even if you're alone. If you're opting for the Wii U version, you'll be happy to know that it includes some nice additions. Using the gamepad's touchscreen will display a map, quick swap weapons, and occasionally use it to solve some puzzles. The highlight though has to be the Miiverse integration. Every time you die, you'll have the option to post a death message, which other players can see. It can also be used to post messages on monsters in Raid Mode. Of course, you can also use the gamepad screen to play the entire game on it, but if you're a more traditional player, you can still play the game fine using a Wii U Pro controller. It does not, however, support motion controls. The sound in Revelations has also been improved from the 3DS version. Guns sound better, monsters sound creepier, and a soundtrack that will make you feel like you're playing a Resident Evil game. I also highly recommend playing it in surround sound, as I've occasionally jumped a couple of times when a monster attacked me from behind. While it may not be groundbreaking, Resident Evil Revelations does justice in showing us what makes this franchise so great. The horrific monsters, dark hallways, and creepy diaries are things I haven't experienced in a while. Though if you're a 3DS owner, you've probably experienced them already. Resident Evil Revelations HD doesn't add new chapters, and aside from a few new monsters and DLC characters, there's really no incentive to buy this HD upgrade. However, if you've yet to experience Resident Evil Revelations, then it's high time you set sail and rekindle with your past on board the Queen Zenobia.